love bugs. It's Dr. Ashley Greer. I am the Hell Yes coach. I help women who come from backgrounds where they have spent their life people pleasing, making other people happy, putting other people's needs before their own, really making sure that everybody else is okay to the detriment of themselves. And I help them finally put themselves first without the shame, without the guilt, without feeling bad about filling their own cup first. You see, because as soon as we are filling our own cup with self-love, with self-appreciation, with gratitude, with all of these amazing things, we act like a ripple and we ripple forth into the world and we impact others positively. And I'm here today to talk to you about codependence. Codependence in the everyday codependency type way, not in the codependent type of way that you hear about in the world of psychology. I'm a former psychologist, and so I'm very familiar with the way that it's used in the world of psychology, but everyday codependence is a little bit different. Everyday codependence is this way that we, particularly as women, but also men as well, have been taught to always fix other people, make sure other people are okay, go above and beyond to make sure that other people are happy in order to feel good about ourselves. The essential process that's going on here is that it's a coping mechanism that we utilize in order to try to secure love, appreciation, and connection with other people through taking care of others, through this control of others, because essentially it's trying to control other people. So today I want to talk about this idea of what's on the opposite end of the spectrum from codependence. I had one client ask me, so can you tell me what the difference between codependence is and interdependence? Or whatever is on the other end of the spectrum from codependence. Interdependence isn't really on the other end of the spectrum from codependence, because codependence would, someone who is codependent would consider themselves interdependent as well, right? You might be thinking, well, yes, it's about healthy interdependence. I want to make it clear that codependency is a coping mechanism that people utilize in order to achieve connection with other people when they don't know how to do this. When they do this in a world, or they've been taught to do this in a world that has felt fundamentally chaotic, fundamentally unsafe, and fundamentally just really unsteady. And so they try to control other people, make sure other people are happy, walk on eggshells, try to conform and contort themselves to what would please other people, right? This is like that good girl phenomenon where somebody becomes a good girl or whatever other people want them to be in order to achieve that love and appreciation. But here's the thing. The opposite of codependency is not this interdependence, because interdependence is part of codependency too. The opposite of codependency is actually unconditional love. It's two-way unconditional love. You see, when we've developed codependency as a coping mechanism, it is because we have been taught that we will not be unconditionally loved, that love is a conditional thing, and that we must earn love. We must earn love by making sure other people are happy. We must earn love by making sure other people are taken care of. We must earn love by making sure that everyone else around us is taken care of, right? This is our foundational belief. And so then what happens is we give love. We not only believe we have to earn love, which means it's not unconditional. Unconditional love means without conditions. It means we just love and accept someone the way that they are. Not when they're better, not when they're fixed, not when they're healed, not when they're taller or shorter or make more money or, less of an alcoholic or whatever it is. We just unconditionally love them. We believe that we have to put conditions on our love as well. Now, you'll see this in the video that's all about martyring yourself. But we believe that in order for other people to show us love and appreciation, that we have to control them and contort them and get certain things from them, whether it's being happy all the time or it's, responding to us in a different way, in certain ways. Now, I want to be crystal clear here. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance or approval of people's behavior. I want to say that again. Unconditional love does not mean unconditional acceptance of someone else's behavior or the way that they interact with you. So let's talk about it in terms of like a relationship with somebody who's an alcoholic, right? When you have somebody in your life who's an alcoholic, you can unconditionally love them and say, I love you no matter what, even if you choose to drink every day and you drink yourself stupid. I still love you no matter what, but I do not approve of your behavior. And if you continue to display this behavior, I cannot be a part of your life. That is what unconditional love is. You see, conditional love is saying for me to be a present in your life, for me to love you, for me to give you love, attention, and affection and approval and make you feel deserving and all of those things, then you have to act the way I say you have to act, and you better stop drinking, or I'm going to feel terrible about myself and that's your fault. That's not unconditional love. Unconditional love is purely saying, I love you no matter what. However, there are conditions on whether or not I invite you to be in my life. There are conditions on whether or not I approve of your behavior. There are conditions on whether or not I invite you to our family get-togethers. There are conditions on whether or not I want to continue to answer the phone when you pick up, whatever it might be. We need to separate the fact that love comes with judgment, because that is the opposite from codependence, is unconditional love. It's not this conditional love that says you have to act the way I say you have to act. Otherwise, I don't love you anymore. Just because you love someone doesn't mean you have to approve of them, and doesn't mean you have to allow them space in your life. And we're going to talk about this a little bit more in terms of parents tomorrow. I hope to see you there, and I hope to see you in the Abundance Revolution, which is my monthly membership community, which is made up of amazing women who are all about learning to stop the people pleasing, get out of stuckness, get out of resistance, stop all of these toxic patterns which are keeping them stuck, keeping them away from all of the things they most deeply desire: money, intimate relationships, really supportive friendships, a work that they love, a purposeful life, charging what they're worth, standing up for their worth in relationships, and even just understanding and living a life that is truly expressive of unconditional love. I hope to see you over there. You'll see the link below. And if you want to light speed your results, I invite you to step into an insight session with me where we will talk about what is keeping you stuck and talk about whether one-on-one coaching with me, one-on-one mentorship with me is the right fit to help you get through these patterns at light speed once and for all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.